Thanks, Karen. It's been a long day today, I can tell you, and I just want to say hello, and all the support we've had from people has been fantastic over the last 18 months, and there's a lot of concern still with the structure plan for Boronia and other parts of Knox, as you all know very well. And I just want to say that, yes, people like Tony Aiken have been very instrumental in helping our cause with his engineering skills. And last year, we had a meeting with Knox Council and members of our group, the Appropriate Development for Boronia Group, met with Knox Council and various other people in the planning department with Tony Aiken's assistance. He drafted up a working report on ways of better developing the area around Boronia. He spent months doing it, and to my dismay, I don't think the council's taken much up on it and listened to his advice from a proper qualified civil engineer who knows what he's talking about. In the days where places were built properly, infrastructure was designed properly for what it was meant to be used for, and not overdone like the problems we're visiting now with so many big buildings and everything, with lack of pipe work being allowed for, if you might say, overloading of stormwater, for example, too. We saw that with that Cyclone Yasi a couple of years ago, where I saw flooding in my yard I've never seen before, and out in the streets were just flooded like rivers. So that's a real concern for the future. And there's also a house, I think number 38 Cypress Avenue, that actually got 400 millimetres of water on that block, and it was like having a mini dam there. I went and saw it on the day, and I couldn't believe it myself, and that was approved by the council as well. So how they approved that, I still don't know. But we've got a lot of other issues. Currently at the moment there is number 66 Boronia Road, which corners with Murray Street down here. There is a proposal that's been passed by Knox City Council to put 11 units on this block in a busy road, a category 1 road, which is just a flat-out busy road. All the locals know it well. It's the main entrance to the Bowling Green estate here. We have people coming here to bowl during summer. There is traffic like you would not believe here right now. And with this sort of development going on the corner there, we are going to have an absolute nightmare. And I went on the paper earlier this year talking about this intersection. I've got letters going back 25 years from concerned residents talking about the dangers and everything back then in the late 1980s, mid to 1980s. And now they put something worse, 11 units on the corner. It's just insane. I said that in the paper. I quoted it as being insane. It's going to be a gargantuan catastrophe. And even to build something like that on the corner of a busy road is just ridiculous. And I think this is a real concern now. And it's the gateway to the Dandenongs. You come up the hill there and you get that feel that you're entering the hill area. To see all these bloody flats around really just riles me. And I think it's got to be a stop put to that really soon. You know, like certain developments, yes, done properly, yes, but we can't have all this stuff blocking up our streets and everything. We've got places like Pine Crescent. We've got Banbury Street. And a lot of people couldn't come tonight because they're going to VCAT tomorrow. And thankfully, Tony Aiken's given time to come here tonight because he's going to VCAT tomorrow with his information to help those people. We've got a lot of problems here at the moment, and we've got to get some sort of structure for Boronia and some sort of certain planning designs with buildings, setbacks, the whole thing. So it is of great concern. Another example of a great concern is currently on the corner of William Street and Dorset Road. There's a proposal for 30 units and a convenience store, a fish shop or something of some kind there. It's been amended 3 times, and now they want to put an extra storey on top with 7 units. Now that area is an 11-metre discretionary height. This particular building they want to do is going to be 14 metres, so the heights in the area aren't being respected in the structure plan. And last year we went to a lot of trouble to meet with the council to talk about this, and they wouldn't let us talk about anything else but heights. And we wanted to talk about all the other associated problems. We were clearly told at the meeting we weren't to discuss anything else. So I just want the public to know that. We did our very best to try and do everything. We didn't consult on behalf of the public. It was then up to the council to put it out to the public and the wider community and talk about it. So that's a real concern too. And all I can say is that we really need to get something definite here with densities of the properties, because at the moment we're seeing boundary-to-boundary constructions in a lot of areas, and it's really just no good. And we're going to have all the parking problems and traffic problems as if we're in the city. We're not designed for that. We've got very narrow streets. City areas have wider streets and boulevards where parking can be put in the centre of roads. Normally they have reasonably good parking facilities on their properties. There's also, I think, Floreston Road, a current proposal where they're not allowing any parking at all for visitors, hoping people will use the shopping car park, which is obviously serviced by the council and the ratepayers. This is ridiculous. Another issue that comes to my mind is the loss of heritage for the Boronia structure areas. You know, like we haven't got any heritage protection for the Progress Hall, those lovely Californian bungalows that everyone has known for their lifetime, because they're 1930, that's when most of them were built. as part of the new estate when Boronia was being opened. They're going to be destroyed now, or most of them are, because the council's approved buildings on those, stupid units on those properties. It's ridiculous. And I am very concerned there too, because the basketball stadium gets a horrendous amount of people on Saturday nights when it's going. So this is really not good. So it's a real concern there. And coming tonight, I'd also like to point out there's also your rates. I'm sure your rates have gone up quite a lot in the last couple of months if you've received your notices. Well, mine has. And I've heard of people's rates going up double. And that's a big concern for pensioners, on people on single incomes as well. I'm a worker. I can at least try and do something about it. But there's people on set incomes, and I feel sorry for those people, and I really think something's got to be done. It's getting horrendous now. I would like to invite a part of rates talking, Ian Watts from the Knox Ratepayers Association, just to give a bit of an indication why they should, they're a voice in the community for the ratepayers, and I think they've got a good group of people. They should be supported, because without people like this, I think we'd have a lot more problems than what we realise. I'd like to welcome Ian to come up and have a talk.